Welcome to our Annapurna vlog. We took a flight from Bengaluru to Kathmandu and from Kathmandu to Pokhara. And this is the Kathmandu International Airport. We directly went to the tourism board in Pokhara and took our permits. Make sure to carry 2 passport photographs with you. And they charge 1000 NPR for SAARC countries and 3000 NPR for non-SAARC.
So we have taken the permit here from Nepal Tourism Board, Pokhara. Now we are moving towards Gandruk. So just outside the immigration center you get bus to Harichok.
And from Harichok, we took a bus to Nayapul.
We are walking from Nayapul.
All the people usually take a jeep till Gandruk, but it was Holi and we were not aware, so we didn't get a jeep and we had to trek all the way from Nayapul to Gandruk. Luckily, on the way, we found a cab driver who dropped us a little bit ahead, which saved us 1 hour of walking.
So the taxi driver dropped us to Kilu, just 2-3 kilometers ahead from where we were walking, and now we are walking just steep ascent towards Gandruk. Supposed to reach in 3 hours and it's already 3:30.
The route we were taking is an ancient one which was used by the locals before the road was done, and now only the locals use this route. We reached a halfway point called Kimchi, where there were a lot of souvenirs being sold.
So we are at Kimche, almost 1 hour to Gandruk, and the trail is pretty good now. Almost reaching Gandruk. So we reached Gandruk finally. It's 6 o'clock now. Took us 3 hours. We need to find a hotel now. So this is our room at Gandruk. Now we are heading towards Lower Sinua today.
So Gandruk is at an elevation of 2360 meters, whereas Sinua is at 2350 meters. So in Sinua is also divided into Upper Sinua and Lower Sinua, and the difference between them is 1 hour. So we were planning to go to Sinua today, which almost takes 5-6 hours, and the kilometer is around 10 kilometers.
We passed Chhomrong few minutes back, and it's 2 hours to Chhomrong from here. We passed a small tea shop for a break, and now we are heading towards Chhomrong, which is 1.5 hours from here. I think it's descent right now. It was a very steep descent for about half an hour now. We are not yet done. We are about to reach our second bridge, and after that I think 1 hour to Chhomrong. Not sure. Let's see. So we are at the bridge right now.
So after the bridge, we reached Chhomrong village, which is at a height of 1900 meters.
So those are rhododendrons. We are now going towards Chhomrong, and the path is very, very steep and full of ascent. It is never ending as of now. We have not yet reached Chhomrong. I think about 20-30 minutes still. It's already 1:30, and there was like the steep ascent took around 1.5 to 2 hours, I think. Now it is a proper trail, but we have to see whether we have to stay at Chhomrong or proceed further towards Lower Sinua.
So this is just outside the Chhomrong village. Chhomrong village is big and there's a gate here with the glows to not let animals come in. So we finally reached around 2 p.m. and decided to have lunch at the first restaurant we see.
We have reached Chhomrong. Now we are actually searching for a stay. It's almost 3 o'clock. We just had lunch at the beginning of the Chhomrong one restaurant as we were very hungry. From tomorrow we should not skip lunch actually like we did today. We thought we'll reach by 12:01 Chhomrong, but it was already 2:30 or 2 o'clock when we reached. So now we are searching a stay, but you can see there is German bakery and stuff. We finally reached Chhomrong at 3 p.m. So now this is our room. So yeah, it's a basic room which you get in the tea houses here. And this is the view. And that is the ACAP permit office where we have to go show our permits tomorrow before leaving for Lower Sinua and Bamboo. The trek was supposed to take us 5 hours today, but it took us, I think, we started at 8, we reached at 3 with 1 hour of lunch break. So it took us a little more than that. We were supposed to reach Lower Sinua today, but we were tired, so me and Naveen are thinking to go tomorrow to Bamboo. So our plans got changed a little, but we are going at our own pace, so we'll see. These are the mules they use for transportation of anything and everything in the mountains. So currently these mules are carrying cylinders for the future campsites, I believe. There are some beautiful cafes here at Chhomrong. There's a German bakery and they say you get good Italian coffee over here, authentic. So we're going to try that one now.
In the evening, the weather was starting to clear up a little, and we got some beautiful views of the Annapurna South and Machu Picchu. It's not that visible in the camera though.
The place where we are staying. It's fully misty right now. Good morning from Chhomrong, guys. You won't believe the view here early morning. Wait for it. Just look at that. That's the Fishtail Mountain. So we have started from Chhomrong. Our target is Dovan today. Now we are at the permit office.
First, you have to descend completely from Chhomrong to the suspension bridge, and after the bridge, there's a steep ascent which you have to climb back the distance that you had come down, and this you will reach Lower Sinua in about 1 hour.
We are in Lower Sinua right now. took about 1 hour 15 minutes from Chhomrong. It was like full descent and then full steep ascent. Now it's a flat trail as of now. Then we'll reach Upper Sinua. Chhomrong is over there. Too many steps to Upper Sinua. Just crossed Upper Sinua or Real Sinua, what they have put there. So now we are heading towards Bamboo, which is 2 hours from here. Wow. Wow. Wow, full trees, huh? Oh.
So there was abundant water on the trail like this one, and we used to fill our water bottles or drink directly from this, and it was very, very pure.
We reached Bamboo. We took 1.5 hours from Sinua, and now we just ordered lunch, and this is our lunch place. This is the menu. It's all fixed cost over here. And after lunch we'll proceed towards Dovan. So that is 1.5 hours more from here.
So for lunch, we used to have dal bhat or fried rice, and we used to avoid like unhealthy stuff with maida, especially during Ascent.
It's been 1 hour 20 minutes. We've been trekking from Bamboo. We are yet to reach Dovan. So it was a gradual ascent amidst the bamboo trees. So we don't know what time we will reach Dovan. We are supposed to reach in next 15 to 20 minutes, hopefully. We finally reached Dovan. Exact 1.5 hours.
As you can see, this is a tea house trek, which means you find tea houses like these right along the trail. And we were booking the tea houses on the go. We were reaching the place and then finding stays that were suitable to us. The rates of the stays are fixed here, so whichever stay you go in that particular place has the same rate. So you don't have to worry about a costlier or a budget one. So this was kind of our cool down routine once we reached the camp. We used to perform a few exercises for about 10-15 minutes. This is very important to make sure to stretch your muscles so that you don't get any muscle pain later on.
So, good morning. Today we are at Dovan and we are heading towards Deer Alley. It rained heavily yesterday evening, and today also they are saying it might rain later, so we will try to reach early. So it is 1.5 hours from here to Himalaya, and from there to Deer Alley it's about 2 hours. So we'll try to reach as soon as possible. beautiful scene.
There is a small Shiva temple over here and a huge, beautiful waterfall.
We reached Himalaya in 1 hour 45 minutes. Now we'll have a short break here and then proceed towards Deorali. So it's kind of a steep and gradual ascent from Himalaya to Deorali. We're supposed to reach in 1 hour. So we are climbing slowly. So we'll have lunch at Deorali.
So this is called the Hinku Caves, which you get in between Himalaya and Deorali. And the weather, as predicted, was starting to get bad right now.
It's a cloudy day and we are not getting any views this week.
A small glacier patch which we had to cross in order to reach Deorali.
So it's 11:45 and we almost reached Deorali. There's a wonderful waterfall.
So while having lunch at Deorali, we discussed and decided to go to MBC the same day. Because we reached Deorali a bit early today and we thought that we could go to MBC, which was 3 hours from there. And we also discussed with the local Sherpas, they told we could go for it. We also segregated our bags so that we kept one bag at Deorali and proceeded to MBC with only one bag.
We crossed that little bridge. Due to avalanche, we had to take a 40 minutes detour. Going towards MBC. We finally reached MBC and the weather is like so bad right now. I don't know how we reached, and the guy was saying daily it's like bad around every day at 1 p.m. but today it got bad around 11-12 a.m. itself. So we got a nice room and I'll show you the weather outside. Can't see anything.
MBC is a beautiful campsite where you get magnificent views of the Fishtail Mountain. But as it was cloudy, we were not getting any views today. But in the evening, the weather started to clear up a little bit, and I was literally shocked to see how near to the mountains we were.
We started at 4:45 a.m. to hike to the ABC. It's almost 30 minutes, I guess, since we are hiking. That's Annapurna 1. That's Machapuchari. Himachal is somewhere there. Hey. Those clouds are chasing us. We finally reached
Annapurna Base Camp. Thank you.
After having breakfast at one of the tea houses on the Annapurna Base Camp, yes, you're right, there are tea houses on the ABC also. We roamed around a bit and exploring the place and taking in the view of the majestic Annapurna Massif. If you have some spare days in hand, you can also stay one day extra at the Annapurna Base Camp. A lot of people do stay here to take in the sunrise. But we also wanted to see the sunrise, for which we started the trek at early morning 4 a.m. We had decided to descend the same day from ABC to Deorali, taking our bags from there and then again descend towards Himalaya, whichever is feasible.
We have now descended from ABC
Back to MBC.
back to MBC. This is the MBC Machapuchre Base Camp. That is Machapuchre. This is the trail. We are heading from Deorali to Himalaya, and the weather is like really bad. We're not able to see anything, but our stay for today is Himalaya.
I haven't recorded much of the descent, but here's a photo of all the stays and numbers which you can screenshot for your reference.
So today we came down from Himalaya to Chhomrong, and this is the view from the stay. People usually go to Jinu for hot spring, but they actually start descending from Bamboo. We started from Himalaya, and it was almost 4:30 by the time we reached Chhomrong, so we are staying here. We'll go to Jinu tomorrow, that is the hot springs, and then we'll leave for Pokhara. So few tips and tricks from our journey. So one of the bags we kept at Deorali. The bag we went to MBC. The next day morning, 4 a.m. we went to ABC and came back to Deorali, took our bags and came down. So this way we reduced carrying our bag to the high altitude. One more thing, since we came in the end of winter, that is end of March, we needed crampons to go from MBC to ABC. It is not absolutely necessary, but there is full snow and ice, and since we left early morning at 4 a.m, we needed it the most. So what happened is, when we were climbing from Himalaya, we saw one of the persons taking crampons for rent. So at the same place, we took the crampons for rent, 2 for 1000 NPR. So you guys can also rent it from there, or else you can buy from Thamel if you have some time, and those will be really helpful. Today is the last day of our trek. We are heading from Chhomrong to Jinu for the hot spring, and then from there we'll take a shared jeep to Pokhara.
Another tip is I wore polyester shorts inside my pants so that I did not have to change twice near the hot springs. So it is a very steep descent from Chhomrong to Jinudanda, and it is written that it takes about 1 hour, but we were exhausted. So even descending took us a lot of time, and we took about 1.5 hours to reach the hot spring. We saw a lot of people starting their trek from Jinudanda as well and trekking towards Chhomrong instead of Gandruk. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to reach the hot spring, which is next to the riverbed from the ticket counter. Make sure to carry your water bottle, but you can leave your big bag behind.
So we are at Jinu hot spring right now.
I definitely recommend all the trekkers after their ABC trek to have a dip in this hot spring before they leave, because it vanished all our muscle pains magically. This bridge was visible throughout our descent, and I was thinking, why is it so far? But even after being at the start of this bridge, I could not see the end of it. This is a whopping 287-meter Jinudanda bridge, which was constructed recently, and it has led to a lot of opportunities opening up to the locals from Jinu side. It took us 10 long minutes to cross this bridge, and after this, we reached a jeep sharing point from where we took a shared jeep to Pokhara.
So thanks for watching our Annapurna trek vlog. So if you have any questions, please drop it in the comment box below. Bye.